brutally cooked a 4-year-old child for pure fun. My name is Eric Smith, and I want to tell you how I became a killer at the age of 13. My victim's name was Derek, only 4 years old. It was a Monday morning, August 2nd, 1993, in Savannah, New York. Derek Rose had gone out alone for the first time to go to his summer camp. He was just 100 meters away from his house. That morning, I had been expelled from the same camp for misconduct. My thick glasses, freckles, and red hair were reasons for mockery among the other children, which had accumulated great fury and frustration inside me. I started pedaling my bike at full speed. I crossed paths with Derek when he was on his way to the camp. I don't know what went through my mind, but instinctively, upon seeing him, I stopped. My diabolical plan to satisfy my anger was about to begin. I got off my bike and, under false pretenses, convinced Derek to accompany me deep into the woods. Away from the sight of any witnesses, I grabbed Derek by the neck and proceeded to strangle him until the little boy lost consciousness. I took a massive 12-kilogram stone and threw it at his head. I repeated this act until his skull was completely fractured. I unleashed all the built-up rage on Derek, and I even abused him. After finishing with my victim, I ate the lunch he had in his lunchbox. I tried to force a piece of sandwich into Derek's mouth and angrily crushed a banana. I poured the drink that his mother had lovingly packed onto his lifeless body. Then, I went home. At 11 a.m. that morning, Doran, Derek's mother, went to pick up her little son from the camp. That morning, Derek's last words to his mother were, "It's okay, Mommy, I can go alone." Savannah was a quiet town where nothing ever happened. Doran never imagined that something could happen to her son. Horrified, she discovered that her son had never arrived at the camp. 4 hours later, Doran went to the police to report, and Derek's body was found not far away. His body reflected the torment he had gone through. The cause of death was cranial trauma and asphyxiation. The next day, the newspapers featured the horrific news on the front page: 4-year-old boy brutally murdered in broad daylight. While tracing the crime scene, the police found a pair of metal-framed glasses discarded in the grass. They were my glasses, which made me nervous. So, after 3 days without anyone calling me, I went to give my testimony to the police. I went with the police because I wanted to be seen as a cooperative witness, but soon my statement started to show inconsistencies and contradictions. The police asked me to accompany them to the crime scene. I eagerly accepted, as I love being in the spotlight. Soon, the police realized that I knew too much, and they interrogated me again. Now as a suspect with a trembling voice, I asked them, "Do you think I killed him, don't you?" Even my own family suspected me and knew I was hiding something. On August 8th, I confessed to my mother that I was the killer. My family didn't hesitate and went to the police to tell everything. After all, my mother had been afraid of me ever since I suffocated the neighbor's cat. As the investigation progressed, it was revealed that life in my family was far from happy. It was discovered that my stepfather abused my sister and constantly beat me. However, experts did not believe that this mistreatment by my stepfather was a determining factor in my behavior. It was concluded that my lack of empathy and aggression made complete rehabilitation impossible. Even my own mother testified against me during the trial. On August 16, 1994, I was convicted of second-degree murder. My sentence was the maximum possible for my age, and I had to spend a minimum of 9 years in prison. Starting from the year 2000, I applied for parole 11 times until it was